Welcome, everybody, to Dragon Quest FM, where we talk about and obsess over Dragon Quest. I'm Austin.
I'm BJ.
This week, we are ranking the like best Dragon Quest games that we've got to play and have played. Not all of them are in English,
No,
weirdly
not
enough.
just Dragon Quest games, Dragon Quest mobile games.
Mobile games. I did. I missed mobile.
You
You're
did.
totally
That's
right.
that's a big difference because there's not one of
It
these I
is.
think that would be within the top Dragon Quest games that we play, but because they're
That's true.
mobile, they are completely different that the way we have to look at them.
Right. With Dragon Quest Smash Grow, you know, starting off and kind of in the general DQ fandom zeitgeist right now, I guess it seemed like a good chance to rank some of these Dragon Quest mobile games. And it's also one of those things that I feel like, however you feel about mobile games, people bring these games up all
Yeah.
the time. And it's just sad or otherwise. I mean, it's become like a part of Dragon Quest fandom to just know these games. And so we
Yeah.
thought we would rank them. Before we do that, though, we do have not one, but two new
Two.
Patreon patrons to have a real nice thank you to. So first up is Ben Entwistle.
If I was Treebeard, that'd be me saying thank you, Ben Entwistle. Get it? It was Entwistle, Treebeard. I whistled. It was
I
awesome. You're awesome,
y-
Ben.
the mic did not pick up the whistle. It was too high pitched.
Oh no.
So me and anybody listening got like 3 seconds of awkward silence instead of a really long, loud whistle. I'm
Well,
sorry.
that is unfortunate. So I'll have to.
There was a
Dang,
whistle though.
there was a
But
whistle
that,
there.
yeah. But Ben, thanks for being our newest patron. And then also we have another patron, Nuke the Bridge,
Nuke the bridge. We welcome you, Nuke the bridge. We love you. Thank you.
which I'm pretty sure is a Green Day reference.
Is it? See, I don't get the reference. So, but I just thought it was a cool name.
Yeah. Nuke the bridges that we've burned so many times before, right? Isn't that how it goes? It's from
I don't
Dookie,
know.
which is like what, 1995?
Yeah,
So,
something like
but
that.
yeah, I think it's a Green Day reference.
That's awesome.
Um, Let me know, Nuke the Bridge, if this was just a coincidence or if this is a Green Day reference, because I think it's a Green Day reference.
I don't get most music references, so there was one the other day that Jennifer said that was like a Stevie Nicks reference, and I had no idea about it. It was I just felt ashamed, but you know how Jennifer shames me on music references all the time anyway. So, but yeah, don't get that one. But I think you're awesome anyway, Nuke the Bridge and Bent Entwistle. That's not your
Yeah.
name, Ben Entwistle.
Yeah. Thank you guys both. We really appreciate y'all and all of our Patreon patrons. Um, BJ will get your guys' stickers and whatnot mailed to you soon. Also, Ben, let us know what episode you want us to do because you have the power now. You get
Oh,
you boss us around.
you do. You get to
Um,
boss us around. It's easy to abuse power.
yeah, and Nuke the Bridge, if you have suggestions too, let us know. Please let me know if this is a Green Day reference. I'm 99% sure it is a reference to a line from the song FOD from the album Dookie that it from like 94, 95. But if I'm wrong, then I'm just gonna sound like a crazy person. But I think that's what it is.
But yeah,
Uh,
so thank you guys, really appreciate it. And if the rest of you would like to support on Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/DragonQuestFM and get all sorts of stuff like stickers and the mini episodes that we've done periodically. There are like 70 to 100 of them now, I think.
there's a lot. Yeah, there's a good bit. All right. So without further ado, let's count down the best Dragon Quest mobile games ranked.
Right.
So, all right, let's start at number five because that's how, rankings go. We have Adventures of Dai Heroes Bonds at number five.
A- And there's a
Thoughts?
reason this one is at the lower end of the spectrum here. It's fine.
It looks really good.
It is
It
very
looks
pretty.
nice.
It does look really nice. It's true. Like in terms of graphics and what you would expect out of a mobile game, it is a very nice looking game.
I think for me, what ultimately dings it back a little bit is it's very similar to Dragon Quest of the Stars,
Hmm.
which is the better game of the two.
Right. And
And
they were
so,
both coming out around the same time in the US. And so this one felt awfully repetitive with its content and gameplay style.
yeah. And so I think like I'm fine with the kind of like on the rails, walking and fighting and stuff like that
Hmm.
whole kind of gameplay. It's fine. It looks really pretty. Um, it's just Dragon Quest of the Stars is better. We also had the Dragon Quest Infinity Strash
Yep.
console game that came out, that I would also say is better than this one. So it's like it's
I was
not it has
wondering.
so it's good. I mean, obviously it made the list. I think the problem is that it's not the best die video game, and it's also not the best DQ mobile game with that kind of gameplay.
Yeah.
And
Which is
so
completely valid. I'm actually amazed you put that this one wasn't better than the Infinity Strash video game, the console game, because of how much that was a disappointment to you.
it was a disappointment, but and maybe this is just personal preference because I prefer playing on consoles, but like you get a little bit more freedom.
Yeah.
You're not quite missing you're not you're missing the gotcha mechanics
Hmm.
from the mobile game. And Infinity Strash also, I did have quite a bit of fun with like the challenging kind of like roguelike elements, going through the temple and seeing how
Yeah.
far in you can get and stuff like that. So, I mean, it wasn't all bad. I would say it's like, yes, that game was a massive disappointment to me, but um, it's fine. And it's like with Heroes Bonds, I think you put it best when you said it's fine.
It's fine. It's there. I do not have strong feelings toward this game, period. It is neither good nor bad. It exists, and that's okay.
It exists and it's fun. It's
It's,
just
yeah,
fine.
it's just fine. Yeah, I mean, it is as neutral of a lukewarm review as I can really give it, is that if you want a DQ game on your phone, it's there, and it's not bad.
Yeah. All right. Number 4 on our list is
The biggest disappointment out of any of these for me personally, Dragon Quest Walk.
why is it a disappointment to you? Because it's not in the
Because
States?
it's not in the States.
Yeah.
Because you can actually get it and play it in the United States or wherever else you are in the world. And you can wander around on the map and see things and not be able to do literally anything in the game because even though they have a world map on there, it's not populated for the rest of the world. So if you're in Japan, you get to fight all of the cool Dragon Quest monsters as you're going around, kind of like in a Pokemon Go style AR. And then if you're anywhere else, you just see a big empty map. So it's just enough that you can get it downloaded and installed and like, okay, I can make the account, I can play this. And then while yes, you can play it, you can do nothing. And so that's a disappointment to me that it's not even geo fenced off. It's just completely barren.
Yeah, and that's why ultimately why we put it at number 4 is because and we have done this. Like we both
Hmm.
created the like Japanese accounts on our iPhone and switched to those to the Japanese
Yep.
accounts on our iPhone long enough to download this and try to play it and open it up. It looks really cool because we're stuck in America where we can't have like the full experience of the game.
Yep.
But with that being said, I know just based on how, especially like the first like year or two of Pokemon Go, how much I played it,
Uh
like
huh.
I would eat up some Dragon Quest Walk if it ever came stateside.
Yeah. If this one came stateside, this one would be like I've been going out for like 5K walks or longer every day over the last couple of weeks, and I can honestly say that if DQ Walk were out there, I would be out there way more. That just fighting slimes and monsters around my neighborhood. I got kind of bored of Pokemon Go, but I still go back to it and play it every now and then. And I can see DQ Walk actually doing way more for me because of the actual combat kind of stuff in it.
Yeah, yes, same. I deleted Pokemon Go for memory issues way back when, and then now that I actually have a new phone, I haven't like bothered to re-download it. yet.
Yeah, yet.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed Pokemon Go. Dragon Quest Walk looks cool. Um, I think we would have a lot of fun with it. I'm a little jealous. I saw someone, I can't think of who it was. Somebody recently I saw on Blue Sky shared where they had made like custom Converse for with the Dragon
Oh,
Quest Walk shoes, you know?
oh no, I need
And
them. I
and they
love
were
custom
real
chucks.
I know. I was like, "Oh wow, I want those." And I went to like the Converse website where you can customize them and do stuff. And if you've ever done that or like done it for like Vans,
Uh-huh.
has a similar thing, it's pretty expensive. And I was like,
Right.
I don't know about this.
Yeah.
Um, but and I don't know if they did it through the Converse website or if they, did it all themselves or how they
Or they
customized it,
might
but
have painted it or something like that. Yeah.
it looked really cool. I'm still jealous.
And just the Walk logo, if those of you who haven't seen it, you should look it up. Looks like a Converse All-Star with the Erdrick symbol of where the All-Star would be. Like it just looks really cool. And like it's a teal-ish color. And I would totally wear them regardless. Like I love colorful Converse. So I would 100% wear those all the time. Like I have my D&D Converse that I wear constantly. So I would definitely be about some DQ stuff.
Which I saw recently on StockX. You could sell those for a pretty penny now. So
Really?
there you
I
go.
have two pairs. We got I don't even know what StockX is.
It's like it's a sneaker, primarily a sneaker place. It's kind of like
Yeah.
eBay, but for sneakerheads.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I'll have to look at that. I really like running shoes, and so they're not all available in terms of the models that I like from old shoes. So I have to look and see about if I can find anything affordable. Though if it's for sneakerheads, it may not be affordable anymore.
No, it's pretty good deals.
Yeah.
I would not consider myself a sneakerhead at all. But that being said, like I really wanted the Treehouse of Horror Simpsons Adidas when
Oh,
they
cool.
came out, and I missed out on getting them in my size, and so I bought some from StockX. And they were cheaper than if I had gone through and like bought them through the Adidas website last
Oh,
year.
you have to
Um,
send me a picture of those. I've never seen them.
they look cool. I will after this. But anyway, I bought them fully intending to wear them, and then I love them so much I don't want to get them dirty, and so they basically just sit in the shoebox, which has cool Simpsons Treehouse of Horror stuff on it. But
That would be so cool. Yeah, I mean, I love the D&D
yeah,
Converse. I use the Mimic boxes they come in for like my minis. That's what I hold my keep all of my miniatures in.
yeah. And then also recently I got some Air Jordan 1s because they are like people are gonna laugh at me maybe,
Nah.
but if you know, you know. They're like n seriously, Air Jordans are some of the best skate shoes. Like you can, I mean,
Oh,
I've always
huh.
been a Vans guy, but like the Air Jordan, something about them on the board, just like, they're heavier and stuff. I think that's what it is. They're really nice. And anyway, obviously me as a person, I am not going to pay like 185 bucks for shoes. So I went to StockX and got some for like less than $100.
That is really
That
cool.
I thought was cool. And again, I'm not a sneakerhead, so I realized that like some of them, like the way they go up in value is,
Hmm.
you know, but like I don't understand the finer points of it. But me, I was just wanting some Air Jordans and I didn't want to pay full price for them. Because I was not going to collect them. I'm going to like mess them up
Right.
and scuff them up real good on a skateboard. So
Yeah,
I
I've
just
always wanted some Jordans just because they look cool and they look comfortable, and I've never had any.
yeah. Anyway, that was a tangent. I think we're on number three now. Is that
Number
correct?
three, yeah, number three
Number three.
now. So this one is,
Dragon Quest of the Stars.
which we said earlier was the better version of Die Heroes Bonds. Tell us about Dragon Quest of the Stars because I'm also disappointed in this one.
Really? Okay, because if you had asked me, probably, I mean, let's face it, I think at the end of the day, we're a little bit disappointed in all of these
Right.
because of
Well,
them being mobile or having gotcha mechanics or what have you. But Dragon Quest of the Stars, I think at a certain point, maybe especially when it was brand new, you and I might have considered this the best one.
Oh yeah, I'm disappointed. And I say that as a gotcha because I'm disappointed this one got canceled so soon.
Oh,
That
okay. I got you.
it was fun. It was fun to customize my character. It was fun gameplay. I really enjoyed collecting the stuff in this game. And then they took a long time to bring it into English and release it in North America, and then it wasn't any time it felt like. I actually don't know the actual timeline, but they ended up canceling it and like not keeping the servers up. And so I was really disappointed because I was still playing Dragon Quest of the Stars at the time. It wasn't a daily driver kind of thing where I was logging on each day, but I was still playing it whenever they canceled it.
Yeah, I mean, Dragon Quest of the Stars, it's really nice if you didn't have a chance to play it. It it very much the look of it really felt like Dragon Quest 9 to me. I don't know if you felt that way or not.
Yeah,
Um
yeah, it did.
like
It had a
some of the way the
very
character designs and like the environments and stuff.
yep.
It was very it's on the rails and you kind of just move forward and then you have like you run into fights. There's, equipment and things like that. It also had a really cute mascot named Cyril that was like a little pink, I don't know what
Mm.
he is, like
I
not
don't know
quite
what.
not
Yeah,
quite rabbit. He's just like some kind of pink doodad
he was a doodad.
who has a little like blue slime on his shoulder, and it had like this cute little mascot. It had like pilot goggles, if I remember
Uh,
correctly. I mean, it was cute, and and it was a lot of fun, and it was one of those games that you could like kind of chip away at a little bit at a time. It was also kind of like, I guess, for me personally, I remembered it because like it was, I think, I could be wrong, but I think it was the first game I ever reviewed for Screen Rant when I started writing for Screen
was
Rant.
it?
Yeah, and so I remember having to like download like Test Pilot on my phone ahead of time. And
Oh yeah.
as we've established in previous episodes, I tend to always have old phones. So like the phone that I was using it on at the time, I was like, oh, is this even like
I
I didn't think
remember
about it.
that.
I was like, is this even gonna work? And it worked fine. It worked great. And I really drained a lot of cell phone battery playing Dragon Quest of the Stars. And so that one's kind of got a special place in my heart because it's not the first video game I ever reviewed, but it is the first video game I ever reviewed for Screen Rant. And so it was kind of like, I don't know, it just kind of has that like spot in my memory all these years later.
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't realize it was the first one that you had reviewed for Screen Rant. That's really cool. And as many games as you've now done, you're like, yep, I'm reviewing a game for Screen Rant. I'm doing this for work. Like you've done it for so many years now. But the very first one I know is for other companies I've worked for, the very first review of something has always stuck out to me. Like I did the first review I did for Elegant Themes when I was working there was on Cloudway website host. And I got a comment on there that said that I was a shill and thought I was going to get fired because not a shill, the opposite of a shill, that I was um, trying to attack them, that it was a hit piece. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get fired for this. And so it stuck in my head about that first review that I did of the web host, kind of like this is stuck in your head as being the first one that you did for Screen Rant. That's really cool.
Yeah. Um, it's one of those things that like I can remember like the first video game I ever think I reviewed like just ever was probably just one I played myself. But I remember like the first video game I ever reviewed that I got paid for was Chaos on Deponia, the like point and click adventure,
Oh, yeah. I've got
which
that on Steam. I've never played it.
I like those games. Yeah. And so the first one I ever reviewed for Screen Rant was Dragon Quest of the Stars, which it was cool at the time because I had not been working there very long. I didn't really fully know how to do reviews. I didn't really
Hmm.
know the reviews editor, Cody, who's now like one of my very good friends. He doesn't even work at Screen Rant anymore, but we're like, good friends.
Yeah.
And like didn't even know him or anything, but it was just cool because it was like I was already known as like the Dragon Quest guy.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And so anyway, it was just memorable for that. But in terms of like gameplay and stuff, it was really fun. It's one of those that like sometimes I there's games that release on mobile that I'm like, man, I don't want to play this on mobile. Like Genshin Impact. I played Genshin Impact a ton at launch back in the
Right.
day. It was like I definitely played that on PS4. But Dragon Quest of the Stars feels like it feels like it so perfectly works on
Hmm.
mobile. Like it's designed for mobile, and
Yep.
it's very easy to just play it, hold your phone like vertically, go through
Yep.
it, and for the most part play it one-handed if you really want to. I mean, it's designed in a very nice way. And this is the one that there's two Dragon Quest mobile games that have been canceled that have stung, and Dragon Quest of the Stars is one of those.
It's true. It did sting. Like I said, it's the one that disappointed me because of that. That I'm very sad that they went out the way that they did. I don't think they gave it a fair shot. But then again, people may not have been playing it, they were losing money. I mean, you never know with this kind of stuff, but stuff that makes money gets canceled like that all the time too. So I
Yeah,
I don't understand this one because it was a good game.
and I think that's it. I think that's the thing, is that like the mobile market is just so competitive, and we're starting to see that. I don't mean to be too industry right here, but we're starting to see that really translate off of mobile and just on the console, PC,
Yeah.
and everything, with like live service games and even like single player games. There's like expectations by maybe not the companies, but like the CEOs of companies, like, okay, X number is what's profitable. And like, okay, if Fortnite is making, X
Yeah.
billions of dollars a year, why can't this? And there's like just honestly unrealistic standards, I think, but also it's a heavily competitive market where it's like
Right.
everything nowadays feels like it's getting a mobile game. It's like Final Fantasy, here's a mobile game. Like Dragon Quest, here's a mobile game.
Yeah.
Like the Mana series, here's a mobile game. It's just
Yeah.
like everything, you know, um, feels like there's a mobile game for it if you want it. And so I think it's just hard for these companies to thrive because it gets lost in the noise. And I think that there are unrealistic expectations a lot of times for just video games in general.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like the industry, higher ups, the executives, I think do have a really off, skewed view of what should be successful with the numbers.
Yeah. Anyway, number two. Number
Number
two on our
two,
list
I've played
is,
one game of in number two. I've barely played this one, but it was great, and it was great.
all right, tell them what it is.
Dragon Quest Rivals, dun, 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 which some of you may actually still be playing? Question mark. I'm not sure if it's still live or not, but I thought it. Well, I think it is in
Dragon
Japan.
Quest Rivals, as far as I know, is still going in Japan. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a card game. It is a TCG video game like Marvel Snap or Hearthstone, and it is really fun. And all the cards are in Japanese, which is why I've only played one game of it. I where you move around on a little board and play cards. Like it's a great game. It's a strategy game, and the kind of strategy game that I love, but I can't read any of the cards, and I have no idea what any of them do. So I wasn't able to continue playing it, and I get frustrated at trying to translate stuff on the fly.
So yeah, so Dragon Quest Rivals did sadly end. I looked it up really quickly because I was like, I knew I hadn't played it since like I played it pretty hard during the like lockdowns and stuff with the pandemic in
Right.
2020. And I'll be fully honest, even though it's primarily like a mobile game, it came to Switch
Same
in
to
like
Switch. That's where I
2019,
played it. Yeah, I played it
and
on
I played
Switch.
I played it on the Switch and just had a blast. I love card games. Um, I love them.
Love them, love them.
And like digital card games, I'm not biased. Like if it's a digital card game, fine. Like I still like it. And so Rivals obviously really appealed to me. I got really hardcore into Rivals. Like at the time, like I would play it. Uh, at the time, I was also playing Dragon Quest X, so I was just like kind of fully like enveloped in Japanese Dragon Quest games.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. True.
and you know, everybody was like in quarantine. It was a weird time. You had time on your hands. And so I could play the even though I didn't know Japanese, it's like I could dedicate all this time to
Right.
playing those games. And like my day generally is I would wake up, drink coffee, and I would play Rivals for a little while, you know, drinking my coffee.
Yep.
And then later in the day, because my kids were very, very young at the time, and so it was like nap time,
Right.
I would uh usually I was like, okay, I have like a 2 hour window here. And we would and I would play DQ10. And I got really hardcore into it. I went out and I bought and I still own like there's the different like machines in Japan that gave out stuff. I have a Dragon
Uh-huh.
Quest Rivals blanket that's of a slime card. I have a Dragon Quest Rivals uh mini towel is what is what it was
Huh.
listed as, but it's like it's bigger than a washcloth
I
and
know
bigger
exactly
than
the kind of thing you're talking about, though. That I know the size of item that you're talking about.
yeah, like it's not a towel. It's bigger. Okay, it's bigger than even like a hand towel, like you would, you know, wipe your hands on in like a
Hmm.
bathroom or something. It's bigger than a hand towel even, but it's not anywhere close to the size of like a beach towel or regular towel.
Right.
Um, and and yeah, I have that. This is like an audio only episode. If we had video, I was planning on pulling out some of this stuff because I have like Rivals merch, Heroes Bond merch. But
We'll
anyway,
continue up
yeah,
with it and do that next time we're on video.
but
Like I
yeah, I
said, make sure you
did.
pull it out.
Like I got really hardcore into DQ Rivals. Like I just adored it. Um I to the point that I was like looking up to see like, okay, do they make physical cards? How do you get cards
Oh
for
yeah.
this? Like I really liked Rivals. And like honestly, I think probably what kept me from playing it um was probably that it got canceled and I just forgot about it because I mean I stopped playing it. I don't think I played it since 2021. And so I seriously think that 5 years ago they canceled it and just in the time since then I forgot. But I think now that we're talking about it, I'm like, I guess that's why I quit playing Dragon Quest Rivals.
That would make sense that it wasn't anything that you did or anything that it did even where you lost they had an update that you didn't like or anything like that. It was that the game simply stopped existing, which is the biggest problem with Square Enix mobile games. That if there's any live service games that require they kill them so fast. Like so many of these I think would still be like Rivals would be fantastic to still be going on. But do you know why they canceled it? I know you had to look up that it did. Did you see anything about why it was canceled? Because I
I didn't
thought it was
spend
really popular.
I didn't I did not I didn't read that like in depth to it.
Right. I get that.
So I don't know, but yeah, after talking about it, I'm like, I guess that's why I quit. And yeah, I mean, it started in like 2017. It was canceled by 2021, which is not a lot of time. But I mean, DQ Rivals, I think, is probably one of the longer running Dragon Quest mobile games.
Yeah. Like I think so. It may be the longest running. Well, maybe not anymore. Maybe Walk is more longer running now.
Yeah, which actually now, just really quickly, I mean, Dragon Quest Walk, I'm like positive has to still be going
I
on,
think it's
right?
still going in Japan, yeah. Well, obviously that's where
Look,
it only place it was, but yeah, I think it's still going.
I'm gonna look it up just for funsies. If it's canceled, there's nothing, I can't find anything online about it.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that I saw recently that it was still going, and it's yeah, it'll
And I haven't tried to check out Walk in a while, so who knows? Maybe we have like maybe there's more you can do with it stateside now. I don't know. I kind of goofed around in it a few days when it was brand new.
yep.
Like I would be home or like I'd be at the park and I'd, you know, open it up just to see.
Right,
But
precisely.
yeah,
I'd wander
like
around
go.
my neighborhood with it.
But yeah, Dragon Quest Rivals, number two. I think that it was very difficult, I think, for me personally when trying to settle in the top five, settling between the one and two spots here for
Right.
Rivals, because a part of me was like, man, Rivals was so good. I was so fond of it. Maybe that's my number one. But there's one Dragon Quest mobile game that just kind of beat it out for our top spot. And that
Yeah.
one is
Dragon Quest Tact, which is awesome
it is
and is
amazing.
a dang shame that they canceled this game.
It is. And this one, I can unequivocally say I did stop playing this one because they canceled it.
Yeah. Like it was such a good game. I love turn-based strategy games and I love tactics turn-based strategy games. And this was a Dragon Quest Tact. It was Dragon Quest Tactics game. The gotcha part was the only part that I really didn't like very much.
It was, yeah, the gotcha part I didn't like, but before DQ Tact was even released, you and I had even talked about, I think on this podcast before, about how we really wanted Final Fantasy Tactics, but Dragon Quest kind of
Yeah.
game. And this obviously wasn't quite that because of it being live service and a mobile game and everything. I'm
Mhm.
still holding out hope that we can get like a Final Fantasy Tactics but Dragon Quest where it's like console has a really
Yep.
strong story and everything.
That would
Has,
still be amazing.
locations. It would be fantastic. I would spend so much money.
And
I would buy it
time.
more than once, Square Enix, if you're
Yeah, I
listening.
would. Like that one would be one I had on different platforms just for my collection because I love them so much. Those are my favorite kinds of games.
And so, yeah, and so I was just when Dragon Quest Tact was announced, I was so excited, even with it as a mobile game. This is another one that I ended up reviewing for Screen Rant when it came out. As we've talked about on the podcast before, I like won a contest to have
Yep.
the box set that looks like the Super Famicom box and
Yep.
everything, which is still just a great story. I'm not going to repeat it in this episode, but like so Dragon Quest Tact, has a very special place to me too because of those kind of things. But it was so fun. I loved the like seasonal events they did. The Halloween event, so I guess
Yeah.
plural in particular. Like I just loved the different like Halloween themed things that they would do. The like Christmas like Santa hat ones, different things. Like the seasonal events were always fun. The
Right.
combat was really good. I do think here, now that we've come to number one here, I do think I am part of the problem though, because like for all of these games, even the ones I've really enjoyed, like Quest of the Stars, Rivals, Attacked, like I didn't spend money in them. Like I didn't spend real money in the store or buying anything. So like I was definitely a free to play player.
Right. And I'm no whale on stuff like that. I'll spend a little bit of money on it if something looks cool, or I shouldn't say looks cool. If there is a bundle that is $10 or below that has something that will be useful and is an actual good deal in terms of gameplay, I'll end up buying it. Especially if there's like a $5 entry like beginners pack or something. Absolutely, I will buy that. And I know I did that on Of the Stars. I know that with Stars, I bought at least one or two bundles of something, of whatever they were. And I did not buy anything for Tact, I don't believe. I may have bought a series of tokens or whatever it is for the gotcha to be able to get more of those at one point, but I can't remember specifically.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard for me to any kind of game that I can download and play for free. Like I rarely ever buy anything related to it.
Right.
Um,
I
and
generally
so
do if I'm playing it and I realize that I'm playing it for an extended period of time. If it's one that I'm going to keep up with, then I don't mind throwing, what I would probably pay for it if it were a Steam game or a Switch game. Like I'll usually spend 5 to $20 on it, but a lot of times it won't ever go over that.
and I mean, and it's not just free to play games. Like I'm the same way with I'm bad about buying like DLC packs and stuff. Like I just
Yeah.
won't do it. Like
Huh.
I love the Trails games, right? And Trails have so many like costumes and stuff you
Uh-huh.
can buy for the characters, and they're like $2 or $3 for like the character packs.
And I don't buy
And
those.
and I just won't do it. And I don't know if it's and and I know that I'm like kind of a frugal person just in general with certain things, and I don't know if it just is because of like not having that much money growing up that it's just like ingrained in me where I'm like, I bought this game already. I don't need to spend $3 more on costumes for it.
Right, for sure.
Even though I would have no problem like dropping $3 for a burrito, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And the burrito's just gone 30 seconds later. But
and would hurt your stomach.
$3 for costumes that are mine to keep in the game, I'm just like, that's where I draw the line.
I have a hard
Uh,
time paying for cosmetics.
and so like I am part of the problem here. I'm like, oh, why did Rivals get canceled? Oh, why did Tact get canceled? But then I'm also like, I didn't spend any money in either of those games, and I there's a small chance I might have Intact like early on, and I know I did buy something for like $5 in Pokemon Go when it was brand new
Yeah.
and felt instantly guilty about it too. Like,
Really?
yeah, like it's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Um, it's something a therapist can probably weigh in on, but but for whatever
Probably.
reason, yeah, I felt guilty about it, and even bringing it up now, I'm kind of ashamed that I'm like, I spent
Oh.
$5 on Pokemon Go one time.
At least you're not one of those people who spent like $20,000 on like something trying to get the ultra rare stuff. I've read people who took out credit cards specifically to spend tens of thousands of dollars and hid it from their families. Like it's a whole thing. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
The $3 is fine.
And I think part of it too, I realize we're like um about to run out of time. But two, I think part of it is that I have to protect myself from myself because I have a
Mm,
very addictive personality.
yeah, me
And
too.
so like I really have to like check myself sometimes where like,
Or
I
you'll
get
wreck
obsessed.
yourself.
I get obsessed exactly, or I do wreck myself. I get obsessed with Dragon Quest and I buy tons of Dragon Quest merchandise.
Yep.
And then it's like, or I get really hardcore into like, I don't know, He-Man, and all of a sudden I need all the He-Man toys. And so it's just like, but it is one of those things where it's like I really do have to like watch myself, and I think that's why in gacha games it's just like I don't even allow myself to start spending money
Yeah.
because it just feels like a slippery slope.
Which is completely valid and understandable, and I fall into that too. I'm the same way when it comes to MMOs, especially, and I'm that way right now. I'm having a really hard time. I'm getting back into running, and so I'm like having a hard time when it comes to shoes and GPS watches, where I'm like, I don't have the money for these, but I just keep looking at them and like shaking with withdrawals. Like, I need it, I need it, I need it, I need it. So like I get it. Like I have a very addictive personality. So like it's a slippery slope in terms of gotcha games when I'm really into one.
Yeah. So anyway, as we're winding down here to recap, we had uh Adventures of Die Heroes Bond in at number 5. We had um Dragon
Dragon
Quest
Quest
Walk
Walk.
at number 4. We had Dragon Quest of the Stars at number 3, Dragon Quest Rivals at number 2, and then our top pick was Dragon Quest Tact. If you're listening to this episode, let us know what you think of those rankings, how you would rank the mobile games yourself. You can pick a top 5 or try ranking them all. We just didn't have time for that. You can do that at YouTube. You can do it on Spotify. You can do it on social media. We're at Blue Sky and Twitter at Dragon Quest FM. And if you want to talk to me personally, I'm at those places at Dragon Questin.
And I'm on Twitter at BJK Games and on Blue Sky BJKGames.com. And thanks to Ben Entwistle and Nuke the Bridge as our new patrons. And if you guys would like to join the Patreon, it's patreon.com/DragonQuestFM.
Thanks, everybody, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yep. Bye.